Sisanie. You guys, today is a big day. What a surprise. Karamo is here with us. This is very, very, very exciting for us.
I'm excited. Are you kidding me?
You're like first celeb that has been off air with Sisanie. I'm serious.
Really?
Yes.
First of all, thank you for calling me a celeb. I still am very
Are you kidding me? You are a celeb.
It still gets very uncomfortable when people say that. I'm like, I'm just the same guy who used to work as a social worker down the street. So
well,
it's weird.
Nowadays, you're obviously on Queer Eye, which is on Netflix.
Yes.
You have a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You are an author.
Uh-huh.
You're a fashion designer.
Oh my gosh, I've been busy.
Am I missing one? Like, what else are you? You have everything across the board.
Yeah, that's about it right now. Those things: books, clothes, podcasts, TV.
Is this one of your jackets?
This is not one of my jackets.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But you do like the bomber type jackets, right?
We do. So my line is called K Stately, and we actually sold out in a matter of 5 days.
I believe it.
Yeah, and so I was super shocked. Thank you to everyone I call anyone who supports me a friend. So thank you to all my friends worldwide, because literally I know what it's like to have your hard-earned money, and like, especially as a single father, like to spend it on something that's like a luxury item.
For sure.
I appreciate it, and so we'll be restocking soon.
Yes, for everybody that's on, trying to get on those.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Restocking. That's a good sign.
Can I send you one?
I would love one.
I will send you one. I'm not even joking.
Please.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Thank you. How many LA hats do you have? Let me guess. 120.
I'm about almost like 140.
Okay, really?
Yeah, 140. It's like a lot.
Anytime I see you, you have a different LA hat, which I love.
Yeah.
I'm also a Dodgers fan, so I love that about you.
Yeah, so let me tell you something. This is what I need to help people to understand. My love for bomber jackets and my love for LA hats are not just because I love the Dodgers.
The team, okay.
It's also because of necessity. So I'm always cold.
Okay.
And so I needed something that I could put on that wasn't too heavy, but that was still light enough.
Yes.
Also, I'm super intimidated by fashion. Which
is really surprising to me, because I feel like your fashion game is on point.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But I think my fashion game is on point is because I trick people's eyes into believing like I'm doing more. So for instance, I always wear all black and then just pop a bomber jacket on over that has style to it. And that's my sort of like trick.
Well, it's a great go-to outfit no matter what. Like all black with like an accent piece.
An accent piece, yeah. And then also with the the hats, is that I started to bald at 28. Okay. And I was like very ashamed that like I was losing my hair. And so literally first season I didn't let it go. I was still kind of like penciling in the little small parts, and then by season 3 I was like, I gotta stop this. And but I would wear the LA hats to kind of like cover my balding head, but now I just love them.
Now I just love them.
Yeah.
It's like a
so that's just my honesty. That's just what happened with
like thank you for your honesty, because that's the truth.
Yeah.
How are your sons doing? So I heard that one of them is helping you out with the book, right?
My oldest and I wrote a book. It's called I Am Perfectly Designed.
Okay.
It's my son Jason Rachel Sideburns. That's his nickname. He goes by Rachel Sideburns.
That's pretty awesome.
I know. He's been doing it since he was like 14, and now
did he give himself the nickname? Someone give it to him, or what?
So it's really an inappropriate story, and I scolded him as a child. But there was a girl in his class named Rachel who had very thick sideburns, and so he would go by Rachel Sideburns. Like if they had a personality, it was him.
Oh gosh.
And then it just stuck, where people would then call him all throughout high school Rachel. And so now he just goes by Rachel.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the book.
So the book, so it's something I used to say to him, which is, you are perfectly designed. Because, as a kid, just being young, we all have those insecurities. And
we have them as adults, too.
As adults as well. And then having also a gay dad, he was like also kind of, I wanted to give him a mantra that he could say to himself to believe in himself. And it was always, you're perfectly designed. You have all the tools you need to create the life you want. And one of those biggest tools is the ability to ask for help. Yeah. And it stuck with him. It's the reason I believe he's successful now and honest and a great guy. And when I go and give lectures, I tell people all around the world, no matter what age you are perfectly designed. Just, something to counter those negative messages we always get.
Your messages,
so you are perfectly designed.
Thank you. I'm literally like listening to you. Like, you just like speak to me every single day? Can I call you every day? And
yes,
give me some sort of like words of encouragement. You do so great on Queer Eye. I think it's such like I told you when you were on with Ryan and I on the morning show. I was just like, I couldn't imagine the show without your contribution.
Thank you.
Because I feel like yours is, I don't want to like diss the other guys, but I feel like yours is one of the most important, because I think growth starts from within, and everyone needs to work on themselves before you can work on the exterior.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed. I think that the casting team did an amazing job with the 5 of us.
Oh yeah.
Because like seriously, I appreciate what you said. Like I do believe that me being able to get to the emotional and mental core of what's stopping them from changing their hair or eating better or changing their home is so important. Because I think on the original show, a lot of people would revert back because they didn't have the mental fix. And so now they're getting that mental fix, and so they're actually changing and sustaining. But
because everyone likes a makeover show.
Exactly.
We want to see the final product, but it's like what's within is what's more.
It's what's going to be there. Yeah. But then also like I'm always like so thankful for like my brother Jonathan, because I'm like, if you were not funny, I would. I love that I make people cry, but like you need somebody to laugh. Like you know what I mean?
It's just like so over the top.
Exactly. And then like also like Anthony is like so pretty, and I'm like, you're talented, but like I also like looking at you.
My husband's like jealous of Anthony because I like have a crush on him. He's like, you realize that like it's not my. But I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I just love him. He's so cute.
He looks like John Mayer mixed with.
Oh, I know who it is. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Come on, I'm telling you, you're gonna see him, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna see him. He has a brother. What happened? James Franco. Yes, here we go. That was a team effort right there.
Totally.
Yeah, so he's very John Mayer-ish, very James Franco. You see it now. You see it.
It's so right.
Yeah.
Oh, so one of my questions that I wanted to have about the show was, do you guys keep in contact with everybody that you help out?
Yeah, we keep in contact with the majority of them. I would say that Jonathan and I keep in contact the most.
Okay.
With the people, the heroes that we help. That's what we call the individuals. Heroes. We call them heroes because we believe everyone's a hero of their own life.
Yeah.
And so I keep up the most, especially because like if I open up someone up emotionally, I think it's a little bit irresponsible just to then leave them.
You're like, bye, figure it out.
Yeah. So like I keep up with people. I give them calls. The ones who desire it. And the other ones that I just like, will hit up on social media and say, hey, how are you? But we all try to keep up to some degree with everyone. Yeah.
It'd be really cool to do like a reunion show and see like where are they at now.
It's funny, they all meet up.
They do?
All of them. They all like hang out. We'll get photos of like our heroes and we'll be like, how in the world are y'all?
Because they're all in different states.
Yeah, we're like, how do y'all know each other now? But it just happens.
Well, I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
You teamed up with Extra Gum.
Extra Refreshers Gum. Yeah, Extra Refreshers Gum, yes.
And you're doing a commencement speech, which is so incredible. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I've been approached by a lot of brands, and I always like to make sure that the brands that I'm working with are organic, like to what I do. And for me, everything I do, from my podcast to being on Queer Eye to even my social media, is always giving back. And when Extra came forward, they said, we want to highlight students and young people, this next generation, who are understanding that small gestures make big differences in the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, that's what I'm about.
Yeah.
And they were like, we just want you to go around and give, a speech to young people and tell them that they can do it, that they can get over their fears. And I was like, that is really amazing,
Wow.
And so it was like an organic fit of, what they believe in and what their mantra is and what I believe in. And so I'm giving my first commencement speech next Thursday, and I'm really excited because I've already written it. And
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How do you even begin putting ink to the paper to start writing a commencement speech? Because I would be like writer's block. I wouldn't know where to start. But I mean, it's probably easy for you.
Yeah. No, I think it comes easy to all of us. And let me tell you this. I think what you did is something that we all naturally do, is we all start to feed ourselves before we even start something. And so when I go into something, I tell myself that it doesn't matter if I'm starting the beginning of the speech, the end of the speech, or the middle of it. Just start to speak my truth. And I think that's where a lot of writer's block comes from, because people feel like if I'm not starting the beginning and then doing a middle and an end, and that's a lot of the training we get in school that freaks us all out, of like, if your paper is not completely organized, then you're not a good writer.
Right, you have your conclusion.
Yeah, you don't have your conclusion, you're horrible. And I believe exactly the opposite of that. I believe that if you speak your truth and your intention from the beginning is to help someone, then, like when I started writing this speech, I started with the end.
Nice.
I was like, this is where I am now, and I'm hoping you all can get there. And then I started backwards.
Wow.
To say this is where I started from.
This is really good advice, because I've definitely said no to opportunities to speak, either at my old high school or because I get a little stage fright, which sounds crazy because I talk to millions of people every day on FM, but it's like speaking publicly like that in front of especially youth really frightens me.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like they're judging me and then like I'm not good enough.
But you're not alone in that, because most of us, I'm going to give you a little tip, is that there's two ways that we approach life. We either approach it with fear-based decisions or love-based decisions. And anytime we think people are judging us or we're not worthy or we can't do something, that's a fear-based decision.
Yeah.
And you have to hear it in the moment and replace it with a love-based decision. So if your fear-based decision is that the students could be judging you if you speak,
right.
the love-based decision is one of them will walk away inspired.
Wow.
And if you can hold on to that piece of saying, I'm only here for that one student who needs what I have to say, then you're turning that fear into love that's going to transfer and help you to feel more confident and help someone to receive what you have.
I mean, it's incredible. I need you in my life every day.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations on all of your success.
What do you have on? You smell so good.
Oh, Chanel.
It smells so good.
I bought it in Singapore.
Oh my God, it smells so good.
Thank you. So everybody can catch you on your podcast, obviously.
Yes, my podcast is called Karamo. It's on a new platform called Luminary.
Okay.
And what I'm excited about my podcast is that anybody can call in from around the world. So
cool.
And get free advice from me.
Okay.
It's because after Queer Eye, I was getting a lot of messages from people saying,
they're like, help me.
Yeah, and I was like, I was like, they were like, how can I get on Queer Eye? And I was like, we only accept 8 people per season.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's the way that
Which
I can...
is not enough episodes, by the way. I need more.
Listen.
Way too easy to binge, and like after 2 days, you're like, ah!
I just want to let you all know that the 5 of us are willing. If they want to give 10, 12, 14, 15, we're so willing. We're always like those kids at mommy and daddy's door being like, Mom, Dad, can we have more? Like, we love each other and we love shooting, that we're just like, we'll do as much as you want.
There hasn't been an episode that I haven't cried in. Like, it's literally so touching.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank you. So that's what I continue on with the podcast.
Really
so
cool.
Yeah, so people call from around. I take about 30 calls a day, and then we put about 2 to 3 of those in the episode, mixed with like a celebrity guest who will. It's not about promoting their stuff. It's about like them getting vulnerable and to the core.
Yeah, that's
like
awesome.
we just had Laverne Cox on there, and she was so honest and transparent. I mean, like I can't wait for people to hear it. She was saying some things that she actually has never shared before.
Oh my gosh.
About like her feelings with like being in this industry, and not just about being a trans woman, but also like the ageism that goes on here. And was getting really vulnerable, and so people call in from around the world. So I'm proud of that, because like if anybody needs advice, call me.
You're right there.
Yeah.
You're right there. Well, congratulations again on
Thank
everything.
you.
And the book, when is that going to be coming out?
So my memoir is already out. People
Yes.
can still pick that up, but the children's book comes out on November 25th.
And I have 1-year-old twins. Can I start reading it to them?
Yes.
Okay, it's like a picture book, right?
It's a picture book. It's
Okay,
definitely a picture
cool.
book. But the funny part is that we've already sent it out to adults, and adults are reading it.
It's like, we'll read anything you write.
Well, I appreciate that. But I made sure the content was digestible, because I worked in social services with kids.
Yeah.
So I understand how to speak to kids in a way that's going to be easy, but they're going to still get the message. But also I'm like, when the adults are reading it, they need to be like, hold on, I need to switch my behavior as well.
Exactly.
So like, adults are loving this too. So I've had a lot of adults pre-order the book because they're like,
Wow.
it's good.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
I'll be the other adult that agrees.
Congrats on your twins.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
What are their
much.
names?
Aza and Maxon.
Oh.
Yeah, they just turned 1 on May 2nd.
What,
So-
little Tauruses?
Yeah, they're Tauruses. Yeah.
My fiance is a Taurus. That's one of the things.
And well, yeah, we didn't even get to your what? Are you getting married soon? Is it like soon?
No, it's another year.
Okay.
Yes.
Gosh, I thought for some reason it was like next month.
No.
You spilled the beans on KTLA though, didn't you? You said something about the venue.
Yes,
You
I
don't have to say
did.
it
I
again.
did.
I was watching
And I
at
got
home.
in trouble.
So you're out. You're still planning, picking out flowers, things like that.
Oh no, I'm actually almost done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, we're really good into it. It's only because of the hopeful schedule that like will get picked up, that I was like, well, let me hold off and see.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we've done season 3, we did something in Japan, and now we're waiting for 4.
And the Japan thing, that's not released yet, right?
No,
and
no,
that's
no.
gonna be like a little bonus.
A little bonus. We shot 4 episodes there.
Okay.
They're full episodes, but it's extraordinary to see like
Yeah.
the connection, emotional connection. That even though we don't speak the same language, you get the same laughs and feels. It's like you're crying and you're laughing and you're like, I don't even speak Japanese, and that's it's like the power of the show.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, and I read rumors that maybe there's a season 4, so hopefully that.
Is there?
I don't know. You tell me.
You tell me. like you're about to give me an exclusive and
No,
see like
I'm
I was literally about to call the guys right now and be
Make it
like.
happen. Rumors.
Yeah.
I would love a season 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and continue on.
We're
or maybe
hopeful.
just no seasons. Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. Yes,
Never
let's
stop.
keep on. Yeah.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
And this was so much fun. Karamo, everybody.